And now, another exciting episode of As the River Churns.
Good afternoon.
Hello, everyone.
Yes, hello. Screen on the curtain behind us. We've got the screen coming down. I think we hit the wrong button. So,
Surprise!
you know what? It must be the rain. It's
must
the
be.
rain that's doing it. Yes.
I think it was Homer that hit the button.
Homer hit the button?
It was not Brian.
Did he hit him with his honey cakes? Is that what he did?
I think he did. I think he did.
Oh, okay. We're back on again.
Whoa, we're in the light.
Hopefully you can see us because we can't see you now.
We're blinded.
Okay,
Woo.
there we go.
Okay,
all right. Thank you,
It's
Michelle.
gone. Wow, that was quick.
Well, happy Thursday afternoon, everybody. Thursday afternoon.
I know.
Another week is going by quickly
No,
here.
It's crazy.
Yes, it is kind of crazy. So, getting some much needed rain out there. Actually, believe it or not, we did need the rain.
We did.
So,
And it's a nice steady one.
yeah,
it's
it's
not
not
like it's dumping
like
all at
a
once.
huge downpour, and
Right.
fortunately, it doesn't appear to be any real wind with it either. So
That's
that's
true.
good too. So we're happy about that. But
Yep.
well, Lisa, let's see. We have a photo of the day. What do you want to talk about the
do.
photo of the day?
Yes. So the photo today was from Layla Busey, and it was some of the first trees that were put in back by the new wellness area with the new
The
landscape.
magnolia trees, yeah.
Yes. We appreciate that picture, and she took a great picture.
That's awesome. So
Yeah.
thank you for doing that.
Absolutely.
So we have a surprise guest for later in the show today.
We
Is that
do.
right? Yes.
We
Okay.
do. Yep.
Yeah. And so we're not going to mention who that is
We're
because it's
not,
supposed to be a
'cause
surprise.
it's a surprise.
Okay, all right. So
Yep,
just so I'm
yep.
clear on that, it's a surprise for
Yep,
later.
absolutely.
Okay. All right, we have a two-part trivia question today.
We do, yes. And today, the question is from Jim Kalaki.
Yes, thank you, Jim.
And the winner today will get the wonderful River Landing cooler bag, the tote bag. So those are very nice for
And
grocery shopping.
not this one.
Not that one.
No,
No,
that
that
one.
one's serving a purpose. This one is free for the taking to the person that has the answer to this question.
Okay, I can't
You're going
wait.
to call Michelle at 336-389-4103. That's 336-389-4103. Okay, are we ready?
We're ready.
Like Tom said, it's a two-parter,
Two-part,
but only one bag.
one bag,
Okay, so you have to note both
Yeah.
parts.
because we can't cut the bag in half.
We cannot.
It wouldn't be very useful then that way. No, right.
Who is the author and what is the name of the play that gave rise to the musical My Fair Lady?
Author, and what is the name of the play that gave rise to the musical My Fair Lady?
Yes.
Okay. All right, we'll
Good
see how
question.
fast that works out. Let's see, I hear a lot. Oh, there goes Michelle. Somebody got
It's
it.
up already.
Somebody's got it out already, so we'll
Somebody
see.
knew that one quick.
Okay, well, we'll see what happens with that,
Okay.
right? Okay, we're at the part of our show when we do the updates, the daily state updates. And so a couple things to go over with you today. Again, I know it sounds like a broken record, but I always like to give credit where credit's due. This information is coming from the North Carolina Department of Health and Human Services. And so our last report from Tuesday, so this is 2 days later, believe it or not, 61,735 tests between Tuesday and today.
Wow.
That's almost 31,000 a day. That's a lot of tests. That's way more than what they usually are. And the good news is only 2,689 positives out of that 61,000. That's 4.3%. So we like it. We like it when the positives are going down. Tests are going up, positives is going down. That's really good. Let's see. Unfortunately, we've had 69 deaths since Tuesday. So as a state, we're at 3,180 deaths. We are approaching 190,000 total positive cases since the beginning of this. And we have tested about 2.7 million. We've done about 2.7 million tests. Our hospitalization rate dropped again. I was so excited to see that. It dropped by 32 over, I'm sorry, my math's off, 22 since the last one. So Very good. The counties all went up about, in proportion to what they've been going up. That's pretty normal. I'll just give you the totals here. So Forsyth is 6,707. Guilford is 7,909. Durham is 7,418. Wake is 16,663. And Mecklenburg, where Charlotte is 27,235. Let's see. When we look just at congregate living settings, which are nursing homes and retirement communities, we've had 14,288 of the total 189,000 cases have come from nursing homes and retirement communities. That's about 7.5%. I'm still running around 50% of the deaths coming from the nursing homes and residential care facilities. And then as far as outbreaks go, the number is reduced, and so that's good. It went from 301 to 288 from Tuesday to today. So they actually update the listing for that every Tuesday and Friday, but the numbers change every day, but the listing of the actual communities themselves are Tuesdays and Fridays. So speaking about outbreaks, you all know that a couple weeks ago we discovered that we had a small outbreak in our memory care area in St. Andrews. And at that time, we have, since that time, including last week, we had three residents that were tested positive and have been asymptomatic, and are still asymptomatic at this point. And then we also had 5 staff members total. And a couple of them are coming back to work. A couple of them still are out on their quarantine time. So getting close. But here's the good news. We tested, Tuesday's our testing day. We got the test back this morning. We had done 104 tests on Tuesday, and all 104 were negative. We didn't have any positive cases. So, hallelujah, that's really great news. Really excited about that. So if we can go another week without that, that's the second week in a row that we haven't had any residents test positive, so that's really good. We did have the one staff member last week that tested positive from St. Andrews, so we will have to test again next Tuesday, residents and staff in the St. Andrews area. But if we end up being all negative again next week, then we will not have to test the residents in that area after that. We'll be done with testing residents in that area. So really good news. I mean, that was a nice highlight of the morning for me, and I know for all of us to know that we had no positives out of those 104 tests. So let's just keep that going. I sure hope that that's the case. So, Lisa, I think that's it from the coronavirus update, or the update of the daily state stats. So
good. Next thing on our list is the bed tax.
Yes. So you all might remember this. There was 2 issues that you were helping us with right around the beginning of the year, before all the COVID stuff hit.
Right.
We had you all signing these letters that were going out to, some of them were going out to state representatives in regards to the sales tax on the monthly service fees. So that was one issue. And the other one was actually going to the Center for Medicare and Medicaid Services, and it was about a proposed bed tax that CMS was working on. Well, I just got some information yesterday from our
Leading age?
Yeah, Leading Age. Yes, exactly. So from Leading Age, and the good news is that we were successful in defeating the bed tax, the one that the CMS was actually considering. So that's not the bigger one with the sales tax on the monthly service fees. We're still working on that one, and that's kind of in a holding pattern right now, that one in particular. So we got to keep working on that. But the bed tax one, we resolved, and they have pulled that from the legislation that they were suggesting to do. So thank you all very much. And in the email I had, it said that one of the leading reasons why they decided not to go through with it because all of the representatives that got letters and phone calls from folks living in retirement communities. So
That's great.
excellent news.
Yes.
So thank you. And so we'll keep you up to date a little bit on the sales tax one, but right now there's not a whole lot to report about that one. That's a state Department of Revenue issue that we're working through with the sales tax and them wanting to charge sales tax on the monthly service fees that we have here. So like I said, right now that's kind of on hold, and so we're still fighting that battle through our trade association, Leading Age, as you were saying. So we'll keep after that one. Okay?
Okay. Well, it's this time of year, Tom. Flu shots are coming soon.
Flu shots.
Yes. So we've put something out on CareMerge and 1390 that flu shots are coming soon. And when we announce when we're going to be doing it, which we're hoping in the next week or so here, that's the plan, you would end up calling the clinic to schedule an appointment. So when we announce that we're going to do that, we'll give you more details on CareMerge and on 1390. So be watching for that before you make any calls to the clinic. We'll give you information exactly how to set up your time for flu shots.
Yeah, and there might be a couple options for that, right? One might be a call-in option, and another one might be a drop-in option, right? So that's what we're hearing as part of the planning going for that. So we'll have more information about that for you as it develops. But working on getting that flu vaccine so that we can kind of get started with that, and we'll start with that as soon as we can.
New feature on CareMerge. Bulletin boards have been added, so that's a pretty cool new
Bulletin
feature.
boards?
Yes.
What do you put on the bulletin boards?
Well, we used to have, we still have the bulletin board down in the mailroom area.
Right.
And people will put up things sometimes, like they're selling their car, they're selling a dining room set, or different things like that.
Right.
Well, we've gone past a bulletin board, Tom. I mean, now, technology, you got to use what we have.
Apparently,
right?
yes.
So CareMerge, Cindy and her team have been able to create a tab on there called Bulletin Boards.
Okay.
So you click on that, and you can buy, sell, or give away items.
You're kidding me.
You can get your items listed on there.
Wow.
So I think you let Destiny know. Destiny's kind of the person that
She's the
manages
gatekeeper for that?
She's the gatekeeper of it.
Okay.
So if you have something you want to sell, something you want to buy, or something you want to give away, shoot an email to Destiny or call her. Let her know, and she'll put it up on CareMerge.
Super.
Pretty
So
cool.
residents can't do it on their own. They have
Right,
to actually go through
right.
Destiny, right?
Right. Because
Okay.
you never know what they might want to sell. Once in a while, I want to sell my spouse.
Oh, I see.
So, I mean, it could happen.
But you know,
But
Lisa,
sometimes-
there might be people that would be interested in buying him. So, maybe that's not such a bad thing.
There might be. There might be. And since he watches the show, I'm sure he will have appreciated that comment.
Yes, I know I would be very interested because Chris is a
See?
great guy,
See?
So,
There you go.
That sounded a little weird, didn't it?
It's all good.
No, I'm happily married, everybody.
It's all good. But I think that is a great new feature.
I like that. That's cool.
pretty awesome.
Yeah.
Yes.
And the nice thing about that is, think about how many residents you can reach by putting something on the bulletin board.
Absolutely.
Whereas
Absolutely.
before, it was very hit and miss down
It
here.
was. If you didn't go to the mailroom.
Yeah, somebody
or you
might
didn't
just
look at the
tack something
board.
up there, right?
Right.
So-
So this is an awesome new way.
Yeah, that's great.
And this was driven from resident suggestion box.
Oh, good.
On CareMerge. So those suggestions are great. Keep them coming, and we do the ones that we can. So,
That's cool. That's a neat feature.
yep. Of course, I need to.
We don't have any updates on Spectrum, do we?
We do.
Okay.
And I left that one for last. Maybe I should start out with Spectrum next time.
Get the bad news over with
Maybe.
quicker.
I don't know. But they frustrated me today.
Uh-oh, yeah. Don't talk to Lisa about Spectrum today.
Yeah, it wasn't a good morning. But if you're still receiving the bills for that past $130 that we talked about, it
Yes.
seems like about a month and a half, 2 months ago now.
Yeah.
If you're still receiving a bill for that, and you've even called Spectrum and said, hey, remember this is the error, can you fix it? And if they haven't fixed it for you yet, because a lot of you have already fixed it, but if it hasn't been fixed yet, please bring your paper bill up to the front desk for us, and John and I will get them from there. So if you have not been able to get that one taken care of yet, bring it to us, and we will try our best to take care of those.
Yeah.
It's not a fun process, but we know some of you are still dealing with that and struggling with that, so please bring them to us.
Yes, I happened to be copied on an email that Lisa sent to Spectrum today. It was not a very pretty email,
Yeah, it
Lisa.
really wasn't.
I could tell you were very frustrated
I was
with
frustrated.
them. So,
I maybe should have counted to 10 before I sent it. I maybe should have.
well,
Sometimes that's a good rule of thumb when you're upset to not instantly send an email, but I did.
Yeah.
So we'll see what I get from this.
yeah.
Oh,
You know,
Let's see.
we've talked about this before. If there was really another game in town that we could play with as far as other than Spectrum,
yeah.
we'd be probably playing another game. But,
Yeah.
you know, Spectrum really is the only game in town that gives us what, you know, we really need for our residents. And, you know, there are irritations like this that come about from this. And I feel bad about that, and I'm sorry about that.
Yeah.
But
Yep.
the reality is, it's the best thing that we can do to provide for our residents right now. It's really the best option at this point. So we've looked at other options, and there just isn't
have.
anything like this.
Yep,
So,
we have.
so you know, we just kind of have to put up with some of these, I don't know, irritants maybe is the way to say it. I don't know how else to say it, but they're,
Yep.
you know, we're just going to have to put up with these. So.
Yep.
So yes,
Okay.
please bring your bill. If you're still having an issue with that $130 charge, please bring it to us, and
Yep.
we'll help you take care of it.
Sounds good.
I think we have
Okay.
some questions today,
We
right?
do. Okay, so the first one, can I use my dining dollars to treat another resident to a meal for their birthday or another special occasion? That is a very nice thought.
It is.
It is. I get why you want to treat
Absolutely, a
someone,
wonderful idea.
because if you take another resident to a restaurant outside of here, sometimes people do that for each other. They treat each other on their
Right,
birthday.
right.
But that's not what we can do with our dining dollars.
Yeah.
Dining dollars are for yourself.
Right.
And hopefully, someday, it'll also be for your guests again. But right now, dining dollars, just make sure everyone knows that they are only to be used on yourself.
That's correct.
So we can't treat each other. Everybody has their own dining dollars anyway,
Yep.
so it's all good. And if
And that was never intended
it was not
for
intended
residents
for that.
to be paying for meals for other
because
residents.
we want to make sure you're using your own dining dollars too,
That's
and
right.
take care of yourself. So,
That's right.
yep. Now, if you're in the clubhouse and you want to buy them a drink, if you want to buy them a glass of wine or something like that,
Right.
that's very different.
Yes.
You can actually do that because that's using real money then.
Right.
So you could treat them to a drink like
Not the
that.
dining dollars,
Yeah.
right? That's right.
Okay, I've noticed most of the cars have moved out of the green lot. And for folks that maybe don't know which one we refer to as the green lot right now, that's the one back behind the multipurpose room here.
Right. We're actually staring
Yep,
right at
we're
it right now.
staring right at it.
Yeah.
Let's see. Is this lot going away? I have noticed the cars have moved out.
Yeah.
Most of them have moved out.
Yeah.
So that was a great question.
Yes, it is a good question.
So we are in the process of transitioning back to what it used to be.
Right.
Tom, do you remember what it used to be?
It used to be a parking lot, right, Lisa? Oh, no,
No.
it's been a parking lot. That's it. No, it's going to go back to the grassy area that it used to be.
Yes. And the little area there that was blacktop.
Yeah,
Now,
that was a golf cart parking area.
Golf cart parking only.
Yeah.
So we'll transition back to that. You'll see that over the next little bit here.
Yeah, that might
It's gonna
take
take a little
it
bit.
might take a month or so before
Yep.
we get that all the way back to where we want it to be.
But we're starting to prep for that. So that's why you're starting to see lesser cars out there.
Yeah, the first step is getting the cars removed out of there.
Absolutely.
But we will see some cars probably there next week for a period of time because we're going to be doing some work in another area,
Right.
which will require some temporary car parking up there. So
Right.
we're probably not really going to start working on that, the green lot, until October would be my best guess. So
So that was a good question. Thank
very
you.
good question.
Yeah. I know you mentioned on the show that River Landing was doing cell phone boosters in the main building. Has this been completed, and is Glen Eagles included in that? That was also a great question.
Mm-hmm.
And you're right, we did mention that a few weeks ago. The main building has been completed, and we're starting with Glen Eagles sometime next week. So it takes several days to be able to put these boosters in.
Right.
So I wouldn't expect Glen Eagles to be up and going next week, probably the week after that, before everything is actually in place.
You should notice
So-
a nice difference in your reception on your cell
The boosters
phones.
in the main building have already provided a significant increase. So I've had several emails from folks that.
I've noticed just with my personal cell phone
Yes.
that I've had
Yep.
better signal.
Yep,
So
absolutely.
So these boosters are working,
They
at
are.
least at the moment
They
they
are.
are, so that's
Yep.
good.
So Glen Eagles starts next week.
Okay?
Okay, if I want to place a takeout order in the water's edge, can I leave a message on the machine, or do I need to keep calling to get a live person?
So this is a takeout order, right?
Yes.
This is not
This
reservations,
is not
right?
reservation. So, and I guess it doesn't really matter. For takeout or reservation, you can leave a message for
Oh,
both of those
it doesn't
items.
matter,
You do
right.
not have to keep calling to get a live person. You can imagine when our team comes in and starts manning the phones at 9, the messages just keep coming and coming and coming. There could be 15 to 20 at any one point.
Right.
So chances are, a lot of times, you're going to get the answering machine because of that. So it is okay to leave your takeout order or your reservation on the answer machine in the water's edge. That is not a problem. Just give us your complete takeout order, and that would be great.
And having a name would be probably pretty
Your
good
name and a
too.
takeout order would be good.
Because we'd be
Otherwise, we
nice
could-
to know who's ordering
we could
food
play a
or who's
guessing
making
game.
reservations,
Yep.
right? So
You probably even want to include your telephone number,
might be a good idea.
just in case we need to clarify your order.
Yeah,
So,
good idea.
okay, great question.
All right, these are good questions today.
Okay, you know what time we're at now, Michelle.
It's our
We're at our
surprise guest.
special guest time.
Surprise guest.
Yes.
So is that guest going to be?
Okay. Okay.
So
Okay.
is that guest going to be coming out live on stage, Lisa?
I think he's getting ready right now.
Is he?
I think so.
Right.
I think he is. And it is not Homer Honeycakes.
It's not. It's not Homer.
And it's not Quick Cindy.
I forgot about Quick Cindy.
Ah, boy.
It's
Okay.
playing.
The feel of
Okay.
sand on
He's
my
on the screen.
feet.
The guest is on the screen. Guess who it
It's
is?
lovely being at the beach.
You can only see feet right
Or
now,
is
Tom.
this a sand trap? Yeah, it's a sand trap. Hey, River Landing. Sorry I can't be with you this week for River Churns. I'm on vacation at the beach. Okay, it's a sand trap. Whatever. Life is like that, isn't it? Not always fairways and greens. Sometimes you end up in the sand, and you can either moan about it or you can take your shoes off and pretend you're at the beach. Well, I'm going to pretend I'm at the beach, and the sand feels really, really good on my feet. Hope you guys are having a good show today. I thought I'd leave you with a little golf joke. So there was this guy who was really bummed out. His pastor told him that there wasn't going to be golf in heaven. I mean, can you believe a pastor would say that? Anyway, the pastor told him that. And so the guy was distressed. But in the night, an angel appeared to him in his room. And the guy says, "Oh, man, why are you here?" And the angel said, "Well, I've got some good news and some bad news for you." And the man said, "Well, while you're here, I've got this really important question to ask you. I mean, my pastor told me there's not going to be any golf in heaven. Is that true?" And the angel says, "Oh, no. Heaven has the best golf courses you can imagine. I mean, they make Augusta National look like an old Muni course. Everything's perfect. Greens are perfect. Fairways are perfect. Everything perfect." That's the good news. And the guy says, "Oh, that's wonderful. That's wonderful. What's the bad news?" And the angel says, "You've got an 8:30 tee time for tomorrow." Have a great day, River Landing. I'll enjoy the beach.
Very cool.
That's awesome.
Yeah, that was. But it was nice for him to send us a little message.
So where was that sand trap at?
Well, it sure looked like it was here.
You think it was here?
It sure
It
looked.
kind of looked like our building in the background, so I wasn't
did.
sure, though.
So I don't know where he is on vacation,
Yes.
but
Well, hopefully
enjoying some time off.
hopefully he's not still out in the sand trap
I hope
today.
he's not. But I hope he's had some good rest and
Yeah.
relaxation this week. Everybody needs that once in
Yes.
a while, so.
Yeah, that's pretty cool.
Yep.
Well, I'm glad he was able to come live to us from the
Exactly.
sand trap.
That was.
Well, maybe not live, I guess.
I don't know if it was live, Tom.
Probably not live. No, probably not live. All right, Lisa, we have some birthdays for
We
today,
do.
right?
So today, we have Dot Yetzo and Barbara Curran.
All right, happy birthday.
Yes. Tomorrow is Faye Gallimore.
Okay.
Saturday is Dorothy Allen. And I think she'd be okay with this, me sharing. But
Yeah.
it's her 99th birthday.
Wow.
That is pretty amazing, and I hope she's watching
Wow,
us.
Dorothy, happy birthday.
Yes.
99.
Yes.
Wow.
Wonderful lady. Betty Krause, her birthday Saturday as well. Gretchen Winter,
Wow.
Shirley Boone, and Elaine Frakes.
Wow,
So
that's-
we have a lot of birthdays on
That's-
Saturday.
That's a
We had none for Sunday.
great group of folks right there. Wow.
And then for staff, we have none today, but tomorrow we have Charles Taylor in Golf and Grounds. Saturday, we have Kyle Boughton, Golf and Grounds. I think he helped us out this summer.
Yeah, and he's working
Yep.
part-time for us, I think, so.
And none on Sunday.
Okay.
So, yep,
Just 2 golf and grounds guys this weekend, huh?
yep.
All right, good deal. All right. Do we have a
Okay.
trivia? I'm assuming we do.
We
'Cause-
do. It was kind of a joint one today.
Yeah.
It was a couple. It was
Okay.
a couple that won as well.
Oh, there's a
so
couple that won.
That's appropriate for a two-part
There's only, I'm
question.
sorry, there's only one bag, though.
Only one bag, yep. So the question was from Jim Kalaki, and the winner, of course, is the cooler today. So the question was, who is the author, and what is the name of the play that gave rise to the musical My Fair Lady? The answer is, the play is Pygmalion, and the author is George Bernard Shaw.
Oh, yes.
So we have, okay, Dee Dee and Jack Barry are the winners.
Ah.
Congratulations. So Dee Dee knew the answer, and Jack made the call.
Well, there you
So
go.
that's a team right there.
Yes, it is.
I appreciate that. That's a great team.
And we
So,
just had Jack on the show last
We
week.
did, we did.
Yeah, okay.
Yep. So,
Sorry.
we had a little distraction there,
Yes.
but we're good now. We're good
Michelle's
now.
yelling at us. I don't know what we did,
Yep.
Lisa, but we did something wrong, so.
Okay.
All right, so what about next week, Lisa? What do we got
Yes.
going on next week?
Okay, and of course, tomorrow is Fun Friday. You don't want to miss it.
Fun Friday. That's right.
George Villican is being interviewed. It's
Oh.
going to be a really good show, so
Good.
tune in.
Well, that ought to be
If you
good.
don't know resident George Villican, he has some very interesting stories to share. So please tune in for that, 3 o'clock tomorrow.
That's cool.
Then next week, on Monday, we have Greensboro Symphony again, and we all know it's just part of the symphony. It's not the whole symphony. Tuesday, River Churns, and we
Churns.
do have something special.
We do?
Special something.
Special something?
Yes. So I wouldn't want to miss it next Tuesday is what I'm trying to say.
Do we-
I don't want to spoil it.
Do I remember something about a demonstration or something?
Yes, there's somewhat of a demonstration,
Okay.
and I wouldn't want to miss it. It's very special. Okay?
Yes, it's very special.
It's very special.
Yes, apparently it's going to be very special. So
Gonna be-
you would definitely want to tune in.
And it's going to be big.
And Lisa, I think just looking at this, that is the only day we're going to be on next week, right?
It is.
Yeah, because we got a full lineup of other cool
We
stuff.
do. So Wednesday's Cahoots Trivia 1970s. We have, Thursday is the Bird Club with birds around River Landing. So that, we got bumped. We got bumped by the Bird Club.
You know what? I'm okay with that. I am
And-
okay with that
And
because
everybody else is too.
I love birds. You know, I got 4 bird feeders at my house as well, so I love birds. So I think that's great.
Yep. And then Friday, Fun Friday, again, it will be another resident
To be
on the
named
show
later.
again. Mhm. It's a surprise.
You know what? We named the resident for tomorrow, though. I mean,
We did.
that's-
I don't always get the name
Yeah.
ahead of time,
So it's
but,
kind of nice that people can know that.
so maybe
this way.
next week, they'll give me the name too. I don't know.
Well, I
We'll
hope
see.
so. I hope so for your
Yep.
sake, Lisa. That'd be great. Okay, so did we forget anything? You know, because a lot of times we go through the show and we forget to name the winner of the trivia, or we forget something.
I don't think we did.
All right, so
I think we're up to the joke now.
All right, so the joke.
Yep.
So you handed me this.
Yes.
I haven't even had a chance to read it.
Oh, okay. It's
So,
really good. It's really good.
So if you like this, and I'm not trying to put this on you, Lisa, I promise I'm not, but if you like this, and typically when Lisa hands me stuff, it's funny. It's usually when I find my own stuff, it's not as funny.
I thought it was pretty good.
And you're in the funny chair today.
I am.
Yeah, so I think this is going to be good.
And
Okay.
Who's it from?
This is from Donna Hollis, right?
Donna Hollis.
And she does send us good stuff. Yes,
she
she does.
does.
Yes. Today, a man knocked on my door and asked for a small donation towards the local YMCA swimming pool. Nice. So I gave him a glass of water.
Swimming pool. Well, okay.
Okay. I changed my password to incorrect. So when I forget it, computer says, your password is incorrect.
I think that's clever. That's pretty good.
Artificial intelligence is no match for natural stupidity. I believe that one. That's probably true. I'm great at multitasking. I can waste time, be unproductive, and procrastinate all at once. Take my advice. I'm not using it. My wife and I were happy for 25 years. Then we met. I can't pronounce the word in the next one, so I'm not even going to say
Just skip that one.
Hospitality is our art of making guests feel like they're at home when you wish they were. Every time someone comes up with a foolproof solution, along comes a more talented fool. Yes, a more talented fool. That's right. Mm-hmm. I'll bet you $4,567 you can't guess how much I owe my bookie. Behind every great man is a woman rolling her eyes.
Yeah.
That happens a lot to me. I don't know why.
I bet it does.
Harry Truman said that behind every successful man is a surprise mother-in-law.
Surprise.
If you keep both feet firmly planted on the ground, you'll have trouble putting on your pants. A computer once beat me at chess, but it was no match for me at kickboxing. When I married Miss Wright, I had no idea her first name was Always.
Mm-hmm.
I like that one.
Of course you do.
My wife got 8 out of 10 on her driver's test. The other 2 guys managed to jump out of her way. There may be no excuse for laziness, but I'm still looking. I'll tell you what, we'll stop there. Yeah, we'll save some.
Some of those are good, so save those.
Donna, thank you. I love those. Those are awesome.
Those are good.
Those are very good. Well, I'm sitting here thinking about residents today. If they're watching us, probably they're home, sitting in a comfortable chair. Half of them might be asleep already by now, just because it's that kind of day, especially if they got fireplaces, and I know some of the places have fireplaces. Sure. If you have a fire going in your house and you don't have a fireplace, please go ahead and call somebody right away about that. But, I think it'd be really a nice day. This would be a nice day to be like working on a puzzle, or sitting by a fire or sitting in a chair and just catching up a little bit on your sleep.
Right.
It's kind of one of those kind of snoozer days, as I call them. So it's good. So we hope you all having a good snoozer day today. And we hope you all have a good snoozer evening. It's going to be good sleeping weather tonight, because I don't know about you, but when it rains, I sleep really well at night. So
absolutely.
Well, we thank you for being with us today. Hope you enjoyed the show. We'll be back next week with some more exciting stuff.
Exciting.
All right.
Have a great weekend.
We love y'all. Bye.